Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ron Patch Memorial Field here in Carbondale, Colorado. Today, the Roaring Fork Rams are facing the Cedaredge Bruins here in this second-to-last game of this 2024 varsity baseball season. I'm your play-by-play and color comment today, Brooks Chatman, as I am, as you should also be, very excited for today's matchup. This is, a league game we have today, and then Saturday, 2 league games. If the Roaring Fork Rams do take victory in both, they will be playoff bound. Today, the Roaring Fork Rams coming to today's play following a loss yesterday to the second place in our division, Coleridge Titans, where Ben Simons was on the mound for them. Took a phenomenal win for them, 6-0 the score. As for Cedaredge, they come into today's game not faring where they would love to be, I guess you could say, throughout the season. Obviously, things have been a little rough for Cedaredge, kind of talking about their baseball season. 5-13 record with a 1-6 in the league. They're 9th in the 3A Western Slope League. They're not really, obviously, as I said, they're not where they want to be. Obviously, I keep saying obviously, I do apologize. They excel at basketball. Luke Maxey, who is actually on this varsity team, carries that team, but baseball has just not been it so far this season. For Cedaredge, they're 3-7 away, 2-6 at home, with their best batter being Tel Geyer with a .400 average and a .492 on-base percentage. Last game, they lost 2-8 to the Gunnison Cowboys after following a sweep by the Rangeley Panthers. The last one they had was on the 1st of the month against North Fork, 9-7 for that non-league matchup. So once again, the 5-13 Cedaredge Bruins taking on your 9-12 Roaring Fork Rams here in Ron Patch Memorial Field on GrassRoots Aspen TV. First pitch is just moments away. We got both teams geared up, ready to go. Just had our in and outs looking quite sharp as the umpires are now approaching the field. Bob Richardson in the blue, going to be behind home plate today with an unknown, I've never seen that umpire before, unknown umpire will be in the field. Rams look to take these last 2 league games, and move on to the playoffs, where most likely they'll be ranked somewhere, in the bottom, 32, 31, something of the sort, out of a 32 team bracket. The Bruins are coached by Travis Eason and assistant coach David Blair, where they have taken this team. Or I should say Travis Eason, the head coach, he's been with the team for quite some time as he's having a meeting with Marty Matson and the umpires at home plate. Yesterday, the Rams were without Noel Richardson. And today, he is back and ready to go. Yesterday, he was helping his brother move. I do apologize. Helping his brother move. So I had to take that game off due to family matter. Kind of an unfortunate loss yesterday, but nothing you can do about it. As for the lineups for both of these 3A Western Slope teams, for the Bruins, leading off number 28 in center field, Tel Geyer. Playing second base, number 2, Luke Maxey in the 3-hole. Wearing number 10, at shortstop, Logan Sanders. Following Logan Sanders is going to be the man on the mound today, Colton Hutto, number 7. And number 1, behind the plate, Ryland Brooks. In the 6-hole, the right fielder, Josh Scott, number 15. And the bottom of 3, Kalen O'Connell, DHing. Number 4, number 31, Moose Johnson at first base. And rounding out the lineup, batting 13, third baseman, Hunter Herr. Rams have a good matchup today. Look to take the win and to move on to their last game of the season, which will be this Saturday on GrassRoots Aspen TV here at Ron Patch Memorial Field. So if you are in the Roaring Fork Valley and want to see some phenomenal baseball, come on down at Saturday at 11 o'clock and watch Roaring Fork take on North Fork. Moving on to the lineup for your Roaring Fork Rams, leading things off, as always, the man on the mound today for the Rams, Kenny Riley, number 7. And batting behind Kenny Riley is going to be the shortstop, number 8, Cole Fenton. In the 3-hole, as always, number 11, in center field, Noel Richardson. Batting fourth and cleaning things up is going to be number 23, the catcher today, Donnie Reed. Following Donnie Reed is going to be the second baseman, one of your 3 seniors on this team, number 18, Max Seitel Hayes. In the 6th hole, at first base, number 16, Josiah Wheelis. In the bottom 3, Chase Fenton, and left field, Teo Manconi at 3rd, and Andy McMichael rounding out the lineup, batting 9th, playing designated hitter. In right field today will be Weston Sherman. Baseball is just moments away, ladies and gentlemen, here on GrassRoots Aspen TV. I'm going to take a step away from the mic momentarily, wait for the national anthem to begin, and baseball will be ready. So after this brief moment, once you hear my wonderful voice again, baseball will be ready. So this rescheduled game of the Cedaredge Bruins versus the Roaring Fork Rams is ready to be played once more. Welcome back to Ron Pat's Memorial Field here in Carbondale, Colorado. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live as the Roaring Fork Rams look to take victory over the Cedaredge Bruins. So this game was rescheduled due to rain issues between these two teams just a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what game it was. But currently, coming into this situation right now, the score is 2-0 Roaring Fork Rams with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. So waiting for the Bruins defense to get ready. I don't know exactly who's going to be leading things off for the Rams. I was not at that last game, even though it was played here at Ron Patch Memorial Field. I wasn't going to risk any of my equipment getting ruined due to the poor weather. Regardless, that game did end up getting canceled anyway. So I guess no hurt on me. So leading things off here in this bottom of the first inning with 2 outs, it's going to be Josiah Wheelis. If you are now just joining, this game was previously canceled just 1 week ago. The Roaring Fork Rams currently coming to this game with a 2-0 lead, runner on second, nobody out. Donnie Reed, the runner at second base, the first pitch to Josiah Wheelis, hit on the ground to third. Foul ball called by Bob Richardson, and we are underway. On the mound for the Cedaredge Bruins, Colton Hutto. He is the only man on the entire Bruins roster that has hit a home run so far this season. And he finds himself on the mound here against the Roaring Fork Rams. He's kind of a sidearm release, gets a little bit lower than most pitchers. Runner is off down to third base. Donnie Reed to throw down. Not in time. Donnie Reed with a stolen base. Runner on third. 2 outs. That pitch was just high. So the count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Hutto releases, hit on the ground to third. It's going to go foul once more. 1-2. Rams look to take today's game and Saturday's game to have any shot whatsoever at the playoffs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, called for a ball by Bob Richardson, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Hutto releases. That's just low, full count. Runner on third, Donnie Reed. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. The Rams have a 2-0 lead over the Cedaredge Bruins. The pitch. Left side, that's going to go foul. Josiah Wheelis just a bit too early. And we'll see 3-2 once more. Three balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Just got a piece of it, staying alive. Donnie Reed, the runner at third base. Hutto with the 3-2. Another foul ball, staying alive, fighting hard is Josiah Wheelis. Another full count pitch from the Bruins right-hander. Swung on and missed. He pulled the string. Wheelis strikes out swinging for the third out in the inning. A stolen base by Donnie Reed is the only part of action that we saw here in this bottom of the first inning. This continued baseball game between the Cedaredge Bruins and your Roaring Fork Rams. Leading things off here in the top of the second inning for the Cedaredge Bruins. It's going to be Tel Geyer, the center fielder, number 28. That is not number 28. That is number 7. Colton Hutto. So they might have given me a wrong lineup card, and if that's so, that is not good. Yeah, they definitely gave me a wrong lineup card. That's not good. Swung on and missed by Colton Hutto. 1-1. Tapped foul. 1-2. Kenny Riley on the mound. Ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. He pulls the string for strike 3. Kenny Riley gets the first batter to go down via the strikeout. And the next batter will be number 1, Ryland Brooks. Riley settles for the first pitch. That's going to be fouled away by the catcher. 0-1. Line drive over the glove of Teo Manconi, and that'll be a base hit for Ryland Brooks. right over the glove of Teo Manconi, only if he was blessed with a little bit more ability to jump. Definitely could have made that grab. So now, following that single is going to be number 15, Josh Scott. Playing right field today. Josiah Wheelis holding the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 0-1. 1-0. One-0 pitch is fouled away towards the Rams' dugout, 1-1. Bruins with not the best season so far record-wise. 5-13 coming into today's play. Roaring Fork, 9-12. The 1-1 pitch. Upstairs, throw back to first base. Not in time. The ball got away from Kenny Riley. Bad throw by Josiah Wheelis, but Teo Manconi there to back it up. Two-one pitch in there for a strike. Bob Richardson agrees. 2-2. Throw back to first. Not in time. Two balls and two strikes. Looking for the second strikeout of the inning. Here's the pitch. Runners off, swung on and missed. Gets behind Donnie Reed. Drop third strike. All the runners will be safe. Unfortunate mistake by Donnie Reed to not keep it in front of him. Runners at first and third. But that will be a strikeout. But no out recorded. So the batter will be number 4, Kaylin O'Connell. Upstairs, ball 1. That'll bounce in front of Donnie Reed. It'll get past, and that'll be the first run on the board for the Cedaredge Bruins. Line to the left side. That's going to get down. Chase Fenton will cut things off. That'll be a single for Kaylin O'Connell. Number 31, Moose Johnson, and he's at first base today. He'll take a first pitch strike. Line drive out the middle. Cole Fenton will step on the bag, and that'll be the third out. The Bruins score 1 off of a just defensive mishap by Donnie Reed. 2-1 the score going into the bottom of the second inning as your Roaring Fork Rams look to extend their lead over the Cedaredge Bruins. This broadcast could not be made possible without our sponsors, First Bank, banking for good, and A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer personal and financial needs. And the Bank of Colorado to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And to Roaring Fork Athletics, thank you, Chris DeBarlow. And to Retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah mountains. Your journey in wellness begins here. And the Terran Lake Structures, sustainable building. Thank you so much to our sponsors to make this broadcast of the Cedaredge Bruins versus your Roaring Fork Rams possible here on GrassRoots Aspen TV. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, coming to you live from Ron Pat's Memorial Field here in Carbondale, Colorado the Rams have a 2-1 lead over the interleague Cedaredge Bruins. Leading things off here in the bottom of the second inning is going to be freshman left fielder Chase Fenton. Hutto gets a sign from his catcher, Rylan Brooks. Here's the first pitch. Line drive into center field. The diving catch is made by the center fielder, Tel Geyer. Beautiful play in center. Wow. If my camera got that, that would be on ESPN tonight. That was phenomenal. Teo McCunny will be the batter. First pitch. And their first strike, 0-1. Manconi not always in the lineup. He's appeared just a couple times. It's going to be a tapped foul. 0-2. Popped up. Out of play. 0-2 once more. Looks like there's a malfunction with the earpiece in the catcher's mask, so we'll take a brief momentary break. Looks like they got things figured out pretty quickly. So after fighting off a couple tough pitches, Manconi finds himself in an 0-2 count, looking to stay alive and extend this inning. One out with a 2-1 lead. Called for strike three at the top of the zone. Bob Richardson loves that high strike. 2 outs in the inning, and the designated hitter, Andy McMichael, will be up. He is hitting for the Rams right fielder, Weston Sherman. First pitch to Andy's going to be a high and in for ball one. Andy usually catches for the JV squad. Finds himself today in the varsity lineup. Just a hit. The 1-0. Just outside. 2-0. Talked to Bob Richardson just very briefly prior to today's game. He's a character. I mean, that's the best way you can put it. Sharp liner to third. Third baseman will make the catch for the third out. The Rams go 1-2-3 going into the top of the third inning. Still have the lead, 2-1. Leading things off here in the top of the third inning is going to be Hunter Herr. Bob Richardson is having a hard time with home plate umpire Bob Richardson. Well, the Cedaredge players just kept mouthing off. But he'll stay in the game. So number 13, Hunter Herr, will be in. He'll take a big swing and miss, 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Looking for another K. Here's a pitch. On the ground to short. Cole Fenton over to first base in time for the first out. Following Hunter Herr will be number 28, Tel Geyer. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Tapped on the ground. Kenny Riley, PFP, flips to first for the second out. Back-to-back groundouts for the Bruins. And the third batter of the inning will be number 2, Luke Maxey. One-0 pitch, backs him off the plate, 2-0. Luke Maxey, not really liked, I guess, at Roaring Fork. He plays quarterback for the varsity football team as he rips one up the middle. That'll be a base hit. He shut me up immediately, so I'm just going to stop talking. One-out single for Luke Maxey. And then he will continue to number 10, Logan Sanders. Runner on first, Maxey. He leads the team in stolen bases. Big swing and miss by Logan Sanders. 0-1. That'll bounce. 1-1. Kenny Riley will step off and look Luke Maxey back to the bag. 1-1 the count. Throw back to first. It's a good one, but not in time. Logan Sanders, the batter. Luke Maxey, he's off with the pitch. Swung on a miss. Throw it on to second base, but Donnie Reed, not in time. Luke Maxey, 17 stolen bases on the season. leads the team, but a swing and a miss brings the count to 1-2. A warning was given out to the batter Logan Sanders, Bob Richardson. Maxey trying to play games at second. Pitch is inside, 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. Oh, just got a piece of it. Thought he pulled the string, but Sanders just stuck the bat out there in time. So we'll do 2-2 once more. Riley gets a sign from Donnie Reed. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the third. The pitch swung on and missed. Throw to first. In time for the strikeout. Luke Maxey stranded at second base. Can't do any more running with 3 outs. The Rams still hold a 2-1 lead going into the bottom of the third inning. The top of the third was brought to you by First Bank, banking for good, and A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer, personal, and financial needs. And the Bank of Colorado, to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And a retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah Mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. And the Terran Lake Structures, sustainable building. Thank you so much to our sponsors that make this broadcast of the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cedaredge Bruins possible here on GrassRoots Aspen TV. I am your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, voice of the Roaring Fork Rams, coming to you live from the most beautiful ballpark in the Roaring Fork Valley, Ron Patch Memorial Field, here in Carbondale, Colorado. Leading things off here in the bottom of the third inning will be Kenny Riley here in this continued game between the Bruins and the Rams. Hutto on the mound. First pitch, inside corner, 0-1. Kenny Riley on the mound. Wears number 7. He's a sophomore. The 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1. This is the first at-bat of the day for Kenny Riley. Even though we are in the third inning, this was a continued game where it ended in the bottom of the first inning. Currently, the Rams have a 2-1 lead over the Cedaredge Bruins and look to keep fighting for their playoff hopes. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch from Hutto. Tapped on the ground. That'll go foul, 2-2. Things are starting to get just a little chilly here in Carbondale. The rain clouds bearing overhead. Hopefully they hold the rain and just send it over basalt because we don't like basalt. High and away, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Lined up the middle. Luke Maxey not fast enough. Base hit. Leadoff single for Kenny Riley. Took a high fastball and shot it up the middle. And that'll lead to Cole Fenton stepping in the box, the left-handed batter's box for the Roaring Fork Rams. Cole Fenton steps in. Throw back to first base. It's a good move, but too high. Moose Johnson, the first baseman. Out of all the names I've seen all year long, Moose definitely has to be the most unique. He kind of looks like if a moose was a real person. He's kind of got the flow going. Kenny Riley off with the pitch. Not even just, I mean, there's no shot. Kenny Riley in there safely. So the Marty Matson philosophy, get him on, get him over, get him in effect here. Let's see if Cole Fenton can get an RBI single and extend the Rams' 2-1 lead. Sanders and Maxey messing with Riley. That'll be a ball outside, 2-0 on Cole Fenton. Hutto staring down Kenny Riley. Takes another peek. He'll step off. Kenny Riley lives in his head rent-free, ladies and gentlemen. No rent has been paid. Kenny Riley's swimming up there. 2 balls and no strikes. Throw back to second. Nice try. Two-0 pitch from Hutto. Upstairs, 3-0. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Kenny Riley, the runner at second. Cole Fenton, the batter. Here's the 3-0 pitch. High and away, strike. 3-1. The Rams playing their second to last game of the regular season. If they take today's game, their chances of playoff hopes skyrocket. The 3-1. Line drive up the middle. It's sinking. It'll get down for a base hit. Kenny Riley with the great speed around third. He will score. And Cole Fenton will advance off of the poor throwing decision by the Bruins outfielder. RBI single Cole Fenton, 3-1 the score. So now following Cole Fenton will be Noel Richardson, your captain, here in center field. Looking to replicate what Cole Fenton just did, just to sit one down in the outfield and keep the line moving. The first pitch to him. Upstairs, ball 1. One ball, no strike. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. You know, like, you can't even see Luke Maxey behind Cole Fenton at second base. I mean, it is, the height difference is astronomical. I'm going to get in trouble. The 2-0. Upstairs once more, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. At the knees, 3-1. Last time we saw a 3-1 pitch, it was an RBI double for Cole Fenton. Let's see if Noel Richardson can repeat that result here with his own 3-1 pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. He'll flip the bat, make his way on down to first base. And the batter will be Donnie Reed. So Noel Richardson, the center fielder, at first base. The shortstop, Cole Fenton, at second base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the first pitch to Donnie Reed upstairs for ball 1. One-0 pitch with nobody out. Called for a strike. 1-1. 1 ball and a strike. Outside, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Upstairs once more, 3-1. Hutto is having a really difficult time kind of getting the ball down. He'll get in these 3-ball counts and then finally get one in there. Let's see what he can do here with 3 balls and 1 strike to the Rams catcher, Donnie Reed. Skied, deep left field. Donnie Reed up and 1 bounce the wall. Cole Fenton around third. He'll score easy. Noel Richardson didn't read it well enough. He'll be at second. RBI single, Donnie Reed. For a second, I thought that ball was out. If it was a little bit warmer, it might have gotten out, but it's a little chilly, a little nippy here at Ron Patch Memorial Field. So Max Seitel Hayes will be the batter. This is his first at-bat of the day. Throw back to second base, not in time. Way, way away from the bag. Rams out a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Nobody out. Misses high again. Hutto has struggled mightily here in the third inning. A lot of high balls, I mean. Tapped on the ground. It'll go foul. Good backhand by the Bruins third baseman. Donnie Reed the runner at first. Noel Richardson at second. Here's the pitch. Another high strike, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That'll get way away. Noel Richardson will advance to third. Donnie Reed to second. And the Rams are in business with 2 runners on, 2 runners in scoring position, that should be. In a 3-1 count to one of the best contact hitters on the team, Max Seitel Hayes. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled away. 2-2. Two men on, nobody out in the inning. 4-1 lead for the Rams. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Skied, deep left field. Noel Richardson will tag. He'll score easy. And the Rams have a 5-1 lead. Sac fly for Seitel Hayes. Doing a beautiful job. Donnie Reed, the runner. Josiah Wheelis, the batter. He'll take a first pitch ball. 1-0. One 1-0 pitch, just high and away. 2-0. 2-1 delivery or 2-0 delivery will hit Josiah Wheelis. The head coach Eason will kind of debate that. He was saying that Josiah Wheelis put his hands into the hit by pitch, but that was just his natural load up. There was definitely no way that he was intentionally trying to get hit. Nobody wants to get hit, especially when it's a little chilly. That does not feel good. So a hit by pitch for Josiah Wheelis, and the batter will be Chase Fenton. First pitch is high. Donnie Reed has a no-doubt stolen base. He's going to take off for home as that throw is errant. Josiah Wheelis up on the second base. Beautiful base running by the sophomore Donnie Reed. So keep the line moving. The Rams, with only 1 out in the inning, have scored 4. 6-1 is the lead. One-0 pitch to Chase Fenton. Called for a strike. Backs him off the plate. One. Misses inside. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Fouled into the glove. 2-2. The pitch. Outside, 3-2. I just realized that the man on the mound is not Hutto. I've been saying that just because that was the lineup card I got. The pitcher is actually Matt Connell, as Mac Connell will get a foul ball into the glove of his catcher for the second out. So I do apologize. Mac Connell is the pitcher. That'll bounce. Good pick. 1-0. Teo Manconi 0 for 1 with a backwards K in his first at bat. Connell readies. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. Throw to first in time for the third out. The Rams score 4, 6-1 the score going into the fourth inning. Leading things off here in the fourth inning will be number 7, Colton Hutto. Fouled into the glove, 0-1. So I believe I've got my lineup now figured out after that, interesting lineup card mishap. It was the first time all year I've gotten a bad lineup card. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tapped on the ground. Stays in fair territory. Donnie Reed, throw to first in time for the out. 1-3. Or 2-3. Beautiful play for the first out. Number 1, Ryland Brooks will be the batter. Lined or tapped up the middle. Cole Fenton going to be a tough play. Safe. So Ryland Brooks gets an infield hit. The batter will be number 15. Number 15, Josh Scott. Pitch to Scott. Right field, Weston Sherman, under it, will make the catch for the second out. Two men down for the 4-hole hitter, Kalen O'Connell. Call for a ball, 1-0. Left field, out of play. So it's actually Ty O'Connell, not Kalen O'Connell. Just missed. Good frame, though. 2-1. Tapped on the ground, foul. 2-2. Ty O'Connell, 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Popped up. Left side, going to be a tough play. Teo Manconi giving chase. Chase Fenton dives. Beautiful play by the freshman, Chase Fenton. A beautiful diving stop. Makes the play for the 3rd out. That was just a phenomenal play. But of course, That play was brought to you by A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer, personal, and financial needs. And the Bank of Colorado to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And a retreat, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah Mountains. Your journey in wellness begins here. Thank you so much to our exclusive sponsors here on GrassRoots Aspen TV that make this broadcast possible. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, voice of the Roaring Fork Rams. It's going to be emotional for my last game. It's going to be very, very sad. But it's been a very fun season. I want to thank all my viewers so much for sticking around. I mean, we're averaging over 100 views on some of these live streams. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting the Roaring Fork Rams here in this amazing season as we are pushing for the playoffs. Leading things off here in the bottom of the fourth inning will be Andy McMichael. He lined out softly to left field in his first at-bat. So I must shout out the grandmother and other family watching from Maine, Kenny Riley, Lori. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this broadcast. Always love to have these supporters coming every single stream and supporting their family and the rest of the Roaring Fork Rams. Andy McMichael tied up in a count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mac O'Connell on the mound. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High and in will miss. 2-1. The Rams have a 6-1 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. They look to continue that. Ugly finder. Sharp ground ball. So for those of you that aren't aware, ugly finder, when you get a foul ball and it goes towards a person or, someone. Got to say ugly finder. That ball's fine, and I'm not going to explain it. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the Rams' 9-hitter. Here's the pitch. Off speed, did not get the call, 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes. Not the first time we've been here. Let's see if O'Connell can serve up a cookie here to Andy McMichael. The 3-2. Line drive. Foul ball. Another great backhand by the Bruins third baseman in foul territory. We'll replay 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2. Sharply hit on the ground. Foul ball or fair ball. Throw to first. Wow, what a play by the Bruins third baseman. Beautiful backhand and strong throw from the hole. And that'll be the first out of the inning. The batter will be Kenny Riley. So once again, shout out to Grandma of Kenny Riley, Lori, and the rest of the Riley family watching. Inside for a ball, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Tapped foul. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here's the pitch. Right down Broadway, 1-2. Rams looking to get back on track with a win today. 1-2 pitch ripped into left center field. That'll get down. Kenny Riley, good speed around first. He's on his way to second. He's got to put the brakes up. 1-out single for Kenny Riley. That's for Grandma Lori. Riley is 2 for 2. Let's see if he can be 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts, as he got one in his first time on base. Now let's see if Cole Fenton can replicate what he did in just last inning with another RBI double. Throw back to first base, not in time. The Rams have really good energy today in the dugout. I feel like that's a huge key to their success, is just keeping that energy going. It's really easy to keep that energy going when you're winning. O'Connell will step off. Kenny Riley living in his head. Let's see if he takes off here. He will. High and away pitch. Throw it down to second. Not in time. Did I call it or did I call it? 2 for 2 at the plate, 2 for 2 in stolen base attempts. Kenny Riley's doing it all at the leadoff position. Swung on and missed by Cole Fenton. That is really, really rare to see a swing and a miss by Cole. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. Yesterday, Ben Simons of the Coleridge Titans pitched very well against the Rams, especially very well against Cole Fenton. Even though he did have a single, it was really tough. He was living on the outside corners to both sides of the plate, lefty and righties. It was just a phenomenal outing by the Titans ace as they took the 6-0 win. 3 balls and a strike on Cole Fenton. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball 4. Good at bat by the Rams shortstop. And the batter will be Noel Richardson, who walked in his first plate appearance. We were without Noel Richardson in yesterday's game. Today we finally have his presence in the lineup and on the defensive side of things, as he will fist one to the center field. It's diving. It'll get down. Kenny Riley around third. He will put the brakes on. Kenny Riley, he will finally go after the throw is errant. Cole Fenton up to third. Noel Richardson up to second. Beautiful job by the Roaring Fork Rams base running. Kenny Riley's having himself a day. 2 singles, 2 stolen bases, 2 runs. That'll be Noel Richardson's first hit of the day. And Donnie Reed will be the batter. Cole Fenton, Noel Richardson, both runners in scoring position. Let's see if Donnie Reed can drive him in. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI single and scored a run himself. The first pitch from O'Connell. It'll be high, ball 1. One-out delivery from Connell. He'll step off. Balk will be called. Cole Fenton will make his way on down to score. Noel Richardson up to third. And the Rams have an 8-1 lead. Donnie Reed will take a strike, 1-1. One out in the inning, 1 runner on at third. That's Noel Richardson, the batter, Donnie Reed. The 1-1 pitch. That'll be fouled away. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Looking to score this runner at third. The pitch. Curveball gets the swing and miss. Noel Richardson will advance home off of the throw. Beautiful job by Noel Richardson. Beautiful base running. That is Roaring Fork Wrens baseball at its finest. So a Donnie Reed strikeout will lead to the second out of the inning. But the Rams add their third run of this bottom of the fourth inning, 9-1 to score, with Max Seitel Hayes the batter. The first pitch is going to be high to the Rams second baseman, 1-0. Fouled away by Seitel Hayes, 1-1. Another foul ball, 1-2. Mac O'Connell taking his hat off, taking a breather. He'll get set. The 1-2. Curveball inside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Looking to get on base here. Tapped on the ground. Shortstop. Gets up, fires to first. In time for the third out. Beautiful play by the shortstop of the Cedaredge Bruins. But this inning will only be remembered by a 3-run outing by the Rams offense. 9-1 the score going into the 5th inning as the Rams look to shut things down in the top of the 5th. Leading things off will be, oh boy, where am I in this lineup? Number 31, Moose Johnson. First pitch is going to be popped out of play. 0-1. .410 here in Carbondale, Colorado, as the Rams hold a 9-1 lead over the Cedaredge Bruins here in this league matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Down and in, 1-1. One delivery. Lined up the middle. That'll be a base hit for the Cedaredge first baseman. And the batter will be number 13, Hunter Herr. All right, so that right there qualifies that I do have this lineup correct. Positions, I'm not completely sure. I have not been paying attention too much while they're on defense, but all that matters is that I know who's batting. So I do apologize for the poor pensmanship, or not pensmanship, but poor, I don't even know what to call it. Just a poor job by me. I should have, well, I guess never mind. I'm going to stop talking about it. They gave me the wrong lineup card. Not my fault, not their fault, just how it goes. 1-0 pitch. On the ground to third. We could turn two here. Third to first. High throw. Runner will advance to third. Runner will advance to second. Weird decision by Teo Manconi at third base. Tel Geyer will be the batter, center fielder, grounded out to the pitcher in his first at bat. He's got 2 men on, second and third. The first pitch to Tel. Just missed high and away for ball 1. Lined up the middle. Cole Fenton will put the tag on the man at second for a double play. Shades of last night at Coleridge, as the same thing happened to the Roaring Fork Rams as now they're happening to the Cedaredge Bruins. An unfortunate stroke of luck for the Bruins center fielder. And Cole Fenton able to turn an unassisted double play. First pitch curveball in there for a strike on Luke Maxey, 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Oh, my. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Tapped. On the ground, Teo Manconi gets up, redeems himself, fires the first. Not in time. Moose Johnson will score off of the RBI grind out by Luke Maxey. I should say RBI single. First pitch to number 10, Logan Sanders. He struck out in his last at bat. He's 0 for 1. One-out delivery. On the ground. Foul. 1-1. So, unfortunately, the Rams are without Ben Oldham today, so he's playing foul ball boy. As when this game was originally scheduled, he was on the injured list. So, if that's why you don't see him in the lineup, that should answer your question. Throw back to first, not going to be in time. Luke Maxey already stolen a base today. One pitch. Runner is off. Throw down to second base. It's a good one. Not in time. It's a good throw by Johnny Reed. Luke Maxey just a little too fast. Extends his team leading amount of stolen bases to 18. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Inside, 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. On Sanders. Here's the pitch from Riley. Inside for ball 4. Colton Hutto, the third baseman, will dig in. Here's the pitch. That'll bounce. 1-0. Sanders takes his leads off of first, Maxey off of second. Pitch from Riley. Called for a strike. Good spot, 1-1. Rams lead 9-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. 2 outs. Riley looking to get his third. Here's the pitch. It's a big swing and miss. Went with the curveball, 1-2. Colton Hutto behind at the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Riley gets a sign. He delivers. Line drive to third. Diving play by Manconi cannot be play. Beautiful throw by the freshman in left field, Chase Fenton, to keep the run from scoring. Bases will be loaded, though, for Rylan Brooks, number 1. Ducks are on the pond for the Bruins. Here's the first pitch. Popped up left side. Chase Fenton coming in. He'll make the catch. Falls over for the third out. The Bruins strand all 3 runners. They do score 1, though, in the top of the 5th inning. And that 5th inning was brought to you by Amby Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer personal and financial needs. And to Bank of Colorado, to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values. And to Retreat, the place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah Mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. Thank you to our sponsors that make this broadcast of the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cedaredge Bruins possible here on GrassRoots Aspen TV. Josiah Willis will lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth inning as the Rams have a 7-run lead over the Cedaredge Bruins, 9-2. The score. Rams could, I don't want to jinx it, could mercy rule them if they score 3. Here's the pitch. And there for a ball, 1-0. I just realized I don't need this piece of paper. Fouled away by Wheelis. 1-1. Popped up. Moose Johnson gives chase. Cannot make the play, though. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Wheelis. Curveball just missed. 2-2. Buckled Wheelis. I mean, he floated it in there. Wheelis was not expecting it. But the call went our way. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Another curveball early. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Ethan Gardner will dig in. He is hitting for Chase Fenton, who is just, we're trying to use him to, obviously play offense because he's a phenomenal hitter, but he's just not able to at the moment with his wrist injury. So Ethan Gardner will be being the designated hitter for him. Tapped on the ground. Deep pull short. Ethan Gardner runs kind of well. Beautiful play, though, for the second out. So ground out 6-3 will be Ethan Gardner's first at bat, and now the batter will be Teo Manconi. Teo had a rough last half inning defensively. Let's see if he can turn things around here on offense with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a backward strikeout. Here's the pitch. Way away. Ball 1. Just missed. 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. The delivery. Down away once more. 3-0. The pitch. Ball 4. So Manconi reaches base for the first time today via the walk, and the batter will be Andy McMichael. First pitch will bounce almost right on home plate for ball 1. McMichael being designated hitting for Weston Sherman, who's playing right field today. McMichael is 0 for 2 with a line out and a ground out. 1-0 pitch. Outside throwback. No throwback to first. Two-0 delivery. That'll miss high. Manconi will take the bag. Beautiful job. Manconi caught the defense lacking. Here's the 3-0 pitch to McMichael. That'll be in there for a strike. O'Connell gets back in the count, 3-1. That'll be fouled away. Full count. Connell in a full count with Andy McMichael. See what he can do here. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball over the head of the pitcher. Going to be a tough play. Throw to first. In time for the 3rd out. Rams get 1 base runner, Teo Manconi. He'll steal a bag, but will be stranded at second base. The Rams still have a 9-2 lead, though, going into the 6th inning, where Kenny Riley would go back out there looking to keep silencing the Bruins offense. So leading things off, I believe this is a new batter being brought into the game, number 15, Josh Scott. First pitch to Josh is going to be called for a ball, 1-0. Just high, 2-0. Tapped on the ground, foul. Coach Easton makes a wonderful play in the third base coach's box. 2-1 the count. Skied up on the infield. Kenny Riley plays shortstop most of the time. He will not make the play. Late into foul territory. Somebody needs to make that catch. So Josh Scott will get another chance at life. 2-2. Called for a ball, 3-2. Payoff pitch by Riley. Ball 4. So that's very upsetting. So the batter will be Ty O'Connell. That'll be fouled away. 0-1. One delivery. Misses high. Throw back to first base. Not in time. Lined up the middle. Throw back to first base. Off the runner. So a line out to the second baseman should have been a double play, but it hit the back of the runner. So very unfortunate. And the batter will be Moose Johnson. Just got a piece of it, 0-2. The pitch. Line drive right field, Weston Sherman, bad route. He cannot make the play. Noel Richardson will have to jog onto that one. Number 15, Josh Scott, around third. He will score. RBI double, Moose Johnson. The batter will be number 13, Hunter Herr. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Oh, one pitch. Fouled away, 0-2. Oh, one. Line up the middle. Back to second. Oh, man. Unfortunate. Another line out for the Roaring Fork Rams. Beautiful catch by Kenny Riley. Caught that one just right over his head. What a play. So the next batter will be Tel Geyer. 2 outs in the inning. 1 run scored for the Bruins. 3-9. Line drive, left field. That's going to get down and past Cole Fenton. Moose Johnson around third. He will score. Tel Geyer around second. The brakes will get put on. RBI double, Tel Geyer. Geyer swung at the first pitch and roped it into left field. Good swing. Bruins still trail by 5 though. 4-9. Two outs in the inning. Luke Maxey, the batter. First pitch to him. High and in will miss. 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Kenny Riley will make the catch for the 3rd out. Bruins score 2. 4-9 the score, going into the bottom of the 6th inning. That half inning was brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, our exclusive sponsors, A&B Bank, committed to our community to serve with strength, talent, and the security to fulfill all customer personal and financial needs. And the Bank of Colorado to uniquely serve our community with strength, stability, service, and values, and to reach you, a place to connect and gather to restore your well-being in the Utah Mountains. Your journey to wellness begins here. Thank you so much to our exclusive sponsors, for making this broadcast possible here in this later innings of this league matchup between the Bruins and Rams. Rams lead 9-4 going to the bottom of the 6th inning as they look to take this oh-so-important game and keep their playoff hopes alive. Leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th inning will be Kenny Riley. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs. He is having such a phenomenal day on the mound and at the plate. Mac Connell will stay in for the Bruins. Here's the first pitch to Kenny Riley. Up and over his head, ball 1. Inside once more, 2-0. One a pitch just high, or 2-0. Count moves as 3 balls and no strikes. Right down the middle. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fisted on the ground to third. Got to be a tough play. Riley runs well. Throw to first. In time for the out. I got to say, their defense has not made any mistakes whatsoever. Little to none throughout this entire game. It's no errors. Definitely no errors. Especially on the left side of the infield. The third baseman and the shortstop for the Bruins doing a phenomenal job. The batter will be Cole Fenton. He has a double and a walk. 1 for 1. Misses high and away. Ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One delivery. High and away, 2-1. Two-one delivery. Tapped foul. 2-2. Matt Connell doing quite good here, throughout this ball game. Little shaky in the middle, 3 and 4 innings. But threw a shutout in the last one and is in a 2-2 count with 1 out with Cole Fenton. Ground ball, just short. Throw to first. Good stretch by Moose Johnson for the second out. And Moose Johnson has a bad cramp. after that stretch. Got a little hamstring tightness. I've had my fair share in football, especially as an offensive and defensive lineman. I definitely had my fair share of hamstring cramps. They do not feel good whatsoever. So Johnson will get it figured out, and the batter will be Noel Richardson. Two outs here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Rams have a 4-9 lead over the Bruins, and Noel Richardson will pop the first pitch up. Second baseman Luke Maxey cannot make the catch. Just off the glove, so an E4. And Noel Richardson will reach. Donnie Reed will dig in. 1-for-2. First pitch. Noel Richardson is off. He has got that bag. No question about it. Beautiful jump. One-0 delivery. On the ground. Foul. 1-1. One delivery from Connell. Inside 2-1. Way away. 3-1. Three-one pitch, lined into right field, but into the glove for the third out. The Rams strand Noel Richardson at second base. They go into the top of the seventh inning, looking to shut things down and catch this league victory. Leading things off here in this last inning of play, the Rams have a 9-4 lead, will be number 10, Logan Thomas. First pitch from Kenny Riley. Lined left side, that's going to get down for a leadoff single. Logan Sanders' first hit of the day. And now the batter will be Colton Hutto. First pitch called for a ball. 1-0. Shades of Liberty Common. Let's hope that, well, I'm not going to say it, but those that know. Very scary situation, the 1-1. One runner on, a runner at first. Called for a ball just upstairs, 2-1. Another ball, 3-1. Rams just need 3 more outs to take this league victory over the 8th place team in the 3A Western Slope League. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Line drive, just foul, 3-2. This would be a huge strikeout, or out regardless. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Riley will take just a quick peek at first. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4. First 2 batters reach. And the next batter will be number 1. That's who I missed. I know his last name is Brooks. I forgot his first name. Might be Rylan. First pitch can be fouled away. 0-1. Rylan Brooks, that's right. A 1 pitch. That'll miss. 1-1. One pitch to Brooks. On the ground. Diving play cannot be made. Chase Fenton makes a throw. Runner will advance to third. RBI single. Rylan Brooks. 5-9 the score. The Bruins have scored 1 or more runs in these final 3 innings, the 5th and 6th and 7th. We're going to have the meeting on the mound called by Max Seitel Hayes just to kind of calm the nerves of Kenny Riley. So the mound visit will be finished. 1st and 3rd, nobody out. The Rams have a 4-run lead. Kenny Riley will stay on the mound. Here's the first pitch to Josh Scott. Kenny Riley tried the reverse pickoff move. Did not work, though. Runner is off to second. Donnie Reed makes a beautiful throw, but not in time. Both runners in scoring position, still nobody out. One-zero pitch. That'll bounce. 2-0. Swung on and missed. 2-1. And their first strike, 2-2. The most important out is the first out in the inning. I mean, it's the hardest one to get, it seems like. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. The pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Beautiful work by Kenny Riley to draw 3 consecutive swings and misses. And the batter will be Ty O'Connell. Excuse me. O'Connell's been hitting the ball well today. Let's see if Riley can shut him down. First pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Riley sets, fires. 0-2. O'Connell was not happy with the strike call. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Donnie Reed will throw to first. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So O'Connell will strike out, but the drop third strike, Donnie Reed tried to run him down, but he couldn't, so a run will come across the score, 5-9. The score should be 6-9, rather. Two runners on, nobody out, or 1 out. Someone's not running the scoreboard properly. Usually I just check over there. High fly ball, center field. Noel Richardson is under. He'll make the catch for the second out. And the batter will be Hunter Herr, the last hope for the Cedaredge Bruins. The Rams lead 9-6 here at the top of the 7th, and Marty Matson's going to go have a chat with Kenny Riley. Marty Matson will stroll on back to the dugout. The Rams just need one more out to take this game over the interleague Bruins. First pitch. Lined, second base, Max Hayes makes the catch for the third out. And the final out of this ball game. The Cardinals. The St. Louis, one more time. The Roaring Fork Rams will take victory over the Cedaredge Bruins. Final score 9-6. Bruins almost completed the comeback, scoring runs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th inning, making things very interesting. But the Roaring Fork Rams hold on for dear life and take a 6-9 victory and move on to the final game of the season to keep their playoff hopes alive. I'm sure the Rams will have a kind of a stern talking to, due to the fact that we probably should have mercy ruled them around the 5th inning, but cannot complete that job. Regardless, a win is the win. So I'm going to tally up these stats for the Roaring Fork Rams and come back to you for the post-game stat wrap-up. So the Roaring Fork Rams had quite a good day on offense. 9 runs scored in total, 5 stolen bases, which was a highlight, 5 strikeouts to 3 walks. We got 5 hits, 2 of them being extra base hits. The Rams, I mean, I know we won, and obviously it's exciting, but we should have won by just a lot more. The game should have been over way earlier. But a really, really phenomenal fight by the Cedaredge Bruins. A lot of really great hard contact made by the Rams. And by the Bruins, my apologies. So Kenny Riley goes to the distance, though, for the Rams, which is a phenomenal job. You know, when you take someone that's not your ace and he goes an entire game, especially as a sophomore in high school, you know, that is a phenomenal feat. So great job to Kenny Riley. And I got to give Kenny Riley the player of the game. Pitched all 7 innings, allowed 6 runs, which some of that was not earned. Absolutely. Definitely not earned. But he was on the matter what happened, so he technically allowed them. Offensively, he did a phenomenal job. 2 stolen bases, 2 runs, 2 hits, both being singles. It was just a phenomenal day for Kenny Riley. So a great job by the Rams as a whole, taking the win over the Cedaredge Bruins and continuing their playoff hopes. My name is Brooks Chatman. Thank you so much for joining and viewing this broadcast of the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cedaredge Bruins. Once again, I am your play-by-play and color commentator, Brooks Chatman, senior at Roaring Fork High School, coming to you live from Ron Patchen Memorial Field here in Carbondale, Colorado. You've been watching this broadcast on GrassRoots Aspen TV, and I hope you will this Saturday when the Roaring Fork Rams take on the North Fork Demons? I'm not completely sure. Now I just have to make sure. What, the North Fork? Oh, it might be the Miners, actually. I do apologize. Sorry, I'm sidetracking. Yes, it is the North Fork Miners. My apologies. So, one last time, thank you so much for watching this broadcast of the Roaring Fork Rams versus the Cedaredge Bruins. The Rams take a 9-6 win and continue their hunt for the playoffs. I'm Brooks Chatman, signing off here on GrassRoots Aspen TV here in Carbondale.